Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be a little different. We're not talking about the best deals or how to flip this for a profit. No, today we're diving into the nitty-gritty. The stuff that can get your eBay account suspended faster than you can say vintage lunchbox. We're talking about the forbidden items, the stuff eBay just won't let you sell. Now you might be thinking, Casey, come on, it can't be that serious. Oh, but it is. You see, eBay has rules, guidelines, a whole legal team dedicated to keeping certain things off their platform, and trust me, you don't want to mess with those guys. We'll be discussing 3 items that are most likely to be delisted or prohibited on eBay. These are things you might even find in your attic right now thinking they're worth a fortune. Spoiler alert, on eBay they're worth a whole lot of trouble. First up, we've got vintage military flare guns. Now I know what you're thinking, these are cool, they're historical. Someone would pay good money for this. And you're right, they are cool, but here's the catch. eBay sees them as dangerous weapons. Think about it, flare guns shoot out flaming projectiles. They're meant for signaling distress, not for casual backyard target practice. eBay has a responsibility to protect its buyers and sellers, and that means keeping potentially dangerous items off the platform. So before you list that dusty old flare gun your grandpa brought back from the war, think twice. It might seem harmless sitting on your shelf, but to eBay it's a liability waiting to happen. And it's not just the flare guns themselves, even parts, accessories, anything that can be used to make a flare gun functional is a no-go. eBay's algorithm is pretty good at picking up on keywords, so even if you try to be sneaky about it, chances are they'll catch you. The bottom line is, when it comes to vintage military flare guns, it's better to be safe than sorry. Keep it as a historical piece, admire it from afar, but don't even think about listing it on eBay. Next on our hit list of eBay no-nos original firing caps for vintage toy cap guns. I know, those little red rings bring back memories. The satisfying pop, the smell of gunpowder, the sheer joy of pretending to be a cowboy in a Wild West showdown. But as much as they remind us of simpler times, eBay considers them a big old safety hazard. You see, those tiny caps contain a small amount of explosive powder, and while they might not be powerful enough to cause serious damage, they're still considered explosives. And eBay understandably wants nothing to do with explosives. It's not just about the potential danger either. There are legal ramifications to consider. Shipping explosives, even in small quantities, is heavily regulated. eBay doesn't want to deal with the legal headaches, and frankly, neither do you. So if you've got a vintage cap gun collection you're looking to sell, do yourself a favor and ditch the caps. List the guns as is and make it clear in the description that they come without caps. Remember, it's all about being transparent and following the rules. eBay is a marketplace, not a Wild West free-for-all. Chapter 3. The line between vintage and offensive. Alright folks, this last one is a bit of a sensitive topic, but it's crucial for any eBay seller to understand. We're talking about vintage items depicting African Americans that might be considered offensive. Now this isn't about censorship or erasing history, it's about understanding that what was once considered acceptable can be deeply hurtful and offensive today. eBay has a strict policy against hate speech and discrimination, and that includes items that promote racist stereotypes or imagery. One prime example is the original dime baby cast iron coin bank. These banks, while technically vintage, perpetuate harmful caricatures of African Americans. You might think it's just an old coin bank, what's the big deal? But the truth is these items have a painful history, rooted in racism and prejudice. Selling them even unknowingly contributes to the normalization of these harmful stereotypes. eBay recognizes this, and they've taken a strong stance against it. They want to create a welcoming and inclusive platform for everyone, and that means drawing a line in the sand when it comes to items that promote hate. So before you list that vintage figurine or advertisement, take a moment to consider its historical context. If it has the potential to be offensive or hurtful, it's best to err on the side of caution and leave it off eBay. So there you have it, folks. 3 seemingly harmless items that could get you in hot water on eBay. Remember, knowledge is power. The more you know about eBay's policies, the better equipped you'll be to navigate the platform safely and successfully. Make sure to avoid listing these items to stay compliant with eBay's policies. Always do your research, read the fine print, and when in doubt, reach out to eBay's customer support. They're there to help. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more tips and updates. And remember, stay safe, sell smart and keep it real. Peace.